This is the all-new 2013 Ford Escape. To say it's a big deal for Canada is an understatement. Last year we had all-new compact cars, the Civic and Elantra. Those are the best sellers in the country. But compact crossovers are growing so quickly that they might eclipse compact car sales in the near future. The Ford Escape has been the best-selling crossover in Canada for 8 years, and this is an all-new model. It's got new engines, new transmission, all-new body, new interior with all kinds of features that have never been seen before in a compact crossover. Styling is much more aerodynamic, and it might alienate some traditional SUV buyers that like that boxy shape. But I bet you once they drive this vehicle, they'll be won over.
So if you look at the new 2013 Escape, well, it's all new for the model year. There's not one piece of body panel that survived from the 12 to 13s. And Escape being the #1 SUV in Canada for the last 8 years, it was really critical for us that we continue to offer what Canadians are looking for in their small compact SUV in the new design. So now you're looking at much better performance in terms of power on the engines in both the 1.6 and the 2-liter, but also the one factor that customers are looking for when they're purchasing a small SUV or any vehicle for that matter, it's greatly improved fuel economy. That's what the new Escape delivers. At the same time, we're getting new level of amenities and luxury that is really not seen into this segment to date.
The EcoBoost powertrains for the all-new Escape comprise of two basic engines, right? The 1.6 liter, which makes its North American debut here in the new Escape, and the 2-liter, which continues its migration into all our Ford powertrain products. Our new EcoBoost engines in the Escape are just outstanding engines. They're lightweight, low friction, and incorporate the 3 core technologies being, first of all, turbocharging, the second piece being twin independent variable cam timing, and the third being direct injection.
When we set out to redesign the current Escape, we had to be sure that we had all of the capability and content that our current Escape owners know and love, plus all of the features and technology that SUV buyers in general want. That includes class-leading fuel economy, trailer tow capability up to 3,500 pounds, and a cargo capacity that's larger than the outgoing model.
But no conversation about the new Escape would be complete without talking about the hands-free liftgate. It's a feature customers can't get, frankly, anywhere else, and it's just a simple and intuitive way to allow customers to get access to the rear of the vehicle. You just walk up to the back, kick your foot under the bumper, and it opens automatically. So that's a really exciting feature that, as we show customers, they have this sort of surprise and delight and sort of wow expression when they see it.
This Escape is based on the same platform as the Ford Focus, and there's a lot of similarities on the inside. The fact that they've gone to a more car-like cockpit really is refreshing. It's very modern in here. Everything is close at hand. It wraps around the driver a little bit. The same soft touch materials you get in the Focus are in here. There's the MyFord Touch system, which has been heavily updated for 2013. Easier to use, bigger graphics that are easy to touch, and there's still the voice commands. Don't worry, if you have an older Ford product that has the first generation of MyFord Touch, it is a free upgrade. Also, the heat controls are kind of stuck here behind the shifter when it's in park, but when it's in drive, it's no problem. 2 big cup holders. The seats are much more sculpted now than they were in the old model. Big change, though, is this dynamic-looking body that surrounds the cabin, and you would think with the sweeping lines and the narrower windows at the back, outward visibility would be a problem. But my first impressions of this vehicle, it really isn't that tricky to see out of it, and you do adjust after a little while. Now, these car companies are pretty smart. They're figuring out that people like the sort of rugged look that a crossover delivers and, of course, the utility, but they still want that car ride. Years ago, SUVs used to have the rugged truck platforms. Now they've gone to cars, and that really gives you the kind of ride that you want day in and day out when you're stuck in traffic and doing your commute. Well, this new Ford Escape, with what Ford claims is the quietest interior in the class, is a nice place to spend time. I use that expression a lot, and it's absolutely true. The steering feedback is good. It has that car-like ride, and they've taken the same technology they have in the Focus. It's called torque vectoring, and that makes the car go around corners a lot better. And they've included that in this new Escape. Add in two amazing EcoBoost engines. The 1.6-liter EcoBoost engine has 178 horsepower, but the real star of the show, if you can spring for it, is the 2-liter, 240 horsepower, 270 foot-pounds of torque. It's the same engine that's used by the Range Rover Evoque. And if it's good enough for the Range Rover, it's good enough for the Escape.
Actually, we got a really good news with the new Escape, because we will have, with the new S model that we're bringing into Canada, a starting price of $21,499 for an entry-level Escape, which is really good. And if you look at the content you have in this S model, it is some of the best pricing that's on the market today for a smart utility vehicle into the Canadian market. So very happy about the starting point. The majority of our sales will be coming from that XLT replacement, the SC model that starts at $26,899. If you go to the SC trim, which is standard with the 1.6, you can option to the 2-liter for $1,600. If you go to all-wheel drive, then again on that SC trim, you're looking at a $2,200 walk from a base front-wheel drive to a base 4-wheel drive into that SC trim.